The major question mark here on Selection Sunday was, would the Mustangs be in the postseason? Answer, yes. SMU earning that final spot in the College Football Playoff bracket. The decision seemingly went down to SMU versus Alabama. After competing in the ACC championship last night, it is the Mustangs who are into the College Football Playoff. And here to talk more about it is the head coach of SMU, Rhett Lashlee. Coach, we're so excited that you're here. First off, congratulations. You are officially in. I'm sure it was a bit of a sweaty night for you waiting that decision. Why was this the right decision to put your team in the College Football Playoff?
Yeah, thanks, Emily. I mean, it was a long 10 or 11 hours since that last kick went through waiting for this morning. You know, Brandon knows me well, and I was texting furiously just trying to figure out what was going on. But, you know, I think it's the right decision because of things that matter. I mean, there's so many metrics. I saw your deal up there. We're 0-2 versus ranked teams by the committee. We also beat teams when they were ranked. And I don't think ranked teams should be a metric. It's not a metric in the college football deal. You know, we need an FPI, a net ranking, a quad 1-2, something that's a little more objective that we can rank that stuff on. And for our team, I think the consistency of performance, you go 8-0 in one of the top 3 leagues in America, winning by an average of 19 points. We're 10 Power 4 games. We lost 2 of them to 10-win teams by 3 each. You know, we didn't ever have a bad loss. Good teams beat the teams they're supposed to beat and compete in the big games. And we were able to do that. And so, you know, we had a bad first quarter last night. And it cost us in the end, but I think the championship medal and character our team showed in the second half and in the fourth quarter shows what we're capable of in this playoff.
Rhett, congratulations first off. I wanted to ask you, looking back, way back to that BYU game, how different is your SMU team now compared to what we saw back then?
You know, obviously the makeup's not a whole lot different. I mean, but I think we're different for 2 reasons. One, we have a lot of confidence because, you know, we had just, until last night, not lost it September 6th, and we got on a roll there. But I think our team just has an identity. You know, we have the same players, but with Kevin at quarterback, our offense found an identity, and it calmed everything down for our football team. We always had a good defense. Our defense played great in the loss to BYU. Our defense played well last night. I mean, we got after Clemson, but in the first quarter, we gave them 4 short fields and put them in a bind. So I think our defense was always consistent, but then gained a lot of confidence when, you know, Kevin and our offense was able to get going. And so I just think, you know, we reached our potential, and we were just playing good football week in, week out. And then we saw last night what can happen, though, in big games if you have a bad quarter.
Coach, I'm curious. We talked all about getting in. Are they going to be in? I want to know. I had a question about the game last night. Did you think about going for 2 at all there at the late game situation? When you scored, you guys decided to tie it up, and then, of course, Clemson gets that, you know, return and they get the kick. Did you think about going for the win?
I did. My first year here, actually, I went for the win at the end of our bowl game against BYU, and it didn't work. But so I'm not scared to do that. I did right before the drive. I knew we were going to get the ball back, and I thought, man, if we scored, I'd go for 2. And quickly I didn't, and here's why. I trust our defense. We had all the momentum. You know, I think usually you go for 2 when you think, man, if this game keeps going, I don't know if we can hang in there. Let's give a chance to end this game on our terms. I felt like the way that game was going, we had just had a 17-point fourth quarter comeback. Offensively, we were clicking, throwing it, running it. Kevin was cooking, as they say. And defensively, we had really shut them down in the second half. You know, they won the first half 24-7. We won the second half 24-7 until that last kick. And so I just felt really confident. We go to overtime, we're going to win this game. And so I wanted to give our kids the chance to keep playing because I felt like we had started to show we were capable of being the better team.
Rhett, you've got Penn State. You have to go to Happy Valley. It's a day game, though. Huge environment. What do you know about Penn State? Their defense has been playing very well all season, but last night they were leaking a little bit. What do you think of the matchup, man?
You know, I need to get into film to give you a better answer, but I mean, got a lot of respect for James. I know Tom Allen, who's their defensive coordinator, well. I know offensively, you know, they're doing a lot of what they were doing at Kansas last year. Very multiple exotic things they do on offense. It's going to be hard to prepare for. Defensively at home, they're going to be a problem. You know, they got a big-time crowd. Never been to Happy Valley. Excited for our kids to get a chance to compete in that kind of a road environment. You know, we got a 10-game road winning streak right now. And so it'd be awesome to see if our guys can continue to travel and play well. It is good to be a noon kick, probably both for weather and crowd. But, you know, man, I think the best thing that this new playoff brings, besides more teams like us getting in, is is first round games on college campuses. I think it's awesome. I know we're having to go on the road, and it's going to be hard to win in that environment, but we're fired up and we're excited about the challenge to go out and prove that the committee made the right decision.
We also get a lot of new matchups. This will be the first time we see SMU and Penn State since the 70s. So we are going to be treated to a fun game. The head coach of SMU, Rhett Lashlee, joining us here. Thank you so much, Coach.
Appreciate y'all having me on.